That's the first time in my life I will be doing the Seder on my own, and I'm a bit confused. Can you help me out?
I have to figure something out. Okay, we'll be in touch.
Really, I never thought of that. It's the first time you'll be doing a Seder on your own? You know, you're for sure not the only one. We must figure out something about this. All right, let me get back to you. Take care. Have a great day. The Pesach Seder has a lot of laws, beautiful customs, and lots of details. Most important, perhaps you're quarantined or don't have access to all the various different delicacies to celebrate Pesach this year or for the Passover Seder. Most important, make sure both nights of Pesach, the first night and the second night, as we are told that matzah is the matzah of faith on the first night and matzah of healing on the second night. See to it that you have a piece of shmura matzah both the first night and the second night after nightfall has set in.
Now that we know how to prepare the Seder plate, let's start with the Seder. The Seder consists of 15 steps. By the Seder, we drink 4 cups of wine, not just randomly, but the first one with Kiddush, the second one with the retelling of the Exodus, the third one with the after blessing, and the fourth one with songs of praise. Here comes cup number 1.
We make Kiddush and then we drink most of the cup of wine while reclining to our left. Women make Kiddush too, omitting Shechianu, as they have already recited it during candle lighting. Kids make Kiddush as well.
Halachically, before we eat wet food, we are supposed to wash our hands, just like before eating bread, just without a blessing. So although the rest of the year we're not so careful about it, tonight by the Seder we are.
So therefore, before having a vegetable dipped in salt water, we go wash our hands. 3 times on the right and 3 times on the left. Don't forget, without a blessing.
We take the vegetable that's on our Seder plate and we dip it into salt water. We make the blessing of Adama and we eat it, just a little piece. We do this to arouse the curiosity of the children, so they should ask. While making the blessing, we have in mind the bitter herbs we will eat by Marar and by Koresh. We dip it into salt water to remind us of the bitter tears of the Jewish people while in Egypt's slavery.
Now to practice your karate skills, we're gonna split the middle matzah that is in the Seder plate into 2 pieces and put away the bigger piece for the afikoman, which we will eat a bit later.
We start Maggie by inviting people to our Seder. Oops, maybe not this year.
We fill up the second cup of wine.
Then we ask the Manishtana. Manishtana, Laila Hazeh, Bikal Haleilos, Bikal Haleilos.
To answer the questions, we will say the story of the Jews in Egypt with a lot of details.
Dom Sardeya Kinim Arov Devershri Barot
We finished Magid with making a guffin and drinking the second cup of wine while reclining to the left.
As we are preparing to go eat the scrumptious matzah, we washed our hands just like last time, but this time with the blessing of Al Natilat Yadayim.
Once we've washed our hands and we are ready to eat the matzah, we recite 2 blessings. The first one is a moitzi, the one we say every time before eating bread. The second blessing is on the mitzvah of eating matzah, al chilat matzah. While saying it, we have in mind the matzah that we will eat by karach and the afikoman. We then take the top matzah and eat a kazayas of it within at most 7 minutes while reclining to the left. One of these is just the right amount.
Now we take the bitter herbs that are on the Seder plate and we dip them into the charoset that's on our Seder plate as well. We make a blessing al achilat maror, having in mind the maror we will eat by korech, and we eat the kazayit of bitter herbs within at most 7 minutes.
We now eat the Hillel sandwich. We take the bottom matzah with some bitter herbs, a kazayas of each, and we make a sandwich, and we eat it within at most 7 minutes.
At the time to the temple, this sandwich was eaten with a piece of meat from the paschal lamb. Until we are able to do it again, hopefully very soon, we eat this sandwich in commemoration.
We take the hard-boiled egg off the Seder plate, we dip it in salt water, and we eat it in commemoration of the festival sacrifice, the Karban Chagiga. Now it's time to eat the delicious festive meal we've been all waiting for. Sit back, relax, and enjoy.
We eat the afikoman, which is the matzah we hid by yachatz. Remember, if you have these matzahs, you'll need the other half of the matzah that's in the Seder plate to make up a kazayit. By the first Seder night, the afikoman should be eaten before the halachic midnight, which is going to be at 1:44 a.m. From this point on, it's better not to eat or drink for the rest of the night besides the remaining 2 cups of wine.
We now fill up the cup of Eliyahu Hanavi, Elijah, which we will leave on the table till the end of the Seder. We fill up the 3rd cup of wine too. We now recite the after blessings, grace after meals, thanking the Almighty for all the delicious food we just ate, and then we make the blessing of Hagafen and drink most of the cup of wine while reclining to the left.
We take one of the Yom Tiv candles, we go to the front door, and we recite Shvei Chamascha, showing that we have God's protection and we do not fear anybody. We welcome in Elijah the prophet, who comes to participate in every Seder.
Finish off the Seder by reciting songs of praise and thanks to God for the great miracles He has done and is doing for us. Hallelujah, Adonai Goyim, Shabechu, Shabechu, Kol Ha'omim, Ki Gavar Aleinu Chazai V'emes Adonai Li'olam. Hallelujah.
We now make the blessing of Hagafen and drink most of the fourth and final cup of wine while reclining to the left, and we make the after blessing for the wine we just drank.
We now pour back the wine and the cup of Elijah to the bottle.
Just follow along in your Agada and you'll be okay.
At this point, the Seder is technically ended. But actually, the Seder never ends. We take its messages and live with them throughout the entire year.
Happy and kosher Passover from the Rosenthal family.
And here,
Jerusalem with Mashiach.